Yo, what up guys, welcome back. This video will obviously be about budget, simulacrum farmer. As you can see, I made two characters, right? An Aurabot and a carry who's like both characters are quite cheap, I'll say. You can get both characters down within maybe 15 to 20x depending on how you buy things. Maybe even less honestly, but there are some key things that's mandatory and it's kind of expensive. Obviously, 6-link items such as incandescent. I just go through it. Remember, prices may vary depending on meta, league, next league. Like maybe some of these things will be much cheaper or much expensive. Maybe even all but dead next league. You never know. But alright, nebuluses, no shit for spark. Like these, you can use a 989 as well. That's a pretty decent choice, but nebulous is stronger. Covenant allows your Aurabot to run through purities very early on, so nebulous is definitely first choice. Primary. It's a primarily the best item for like Aurabot gameplay, honestly. Gale side. Yeah, this replaces the interrogation. Secrets of suffering, because the interrogation is fucking expensive early on. Interrogation is usually like 5, 6, 7 exalts, which is incredibly pricey, like especially for day 3, day 4. You don't underestimate Gale Sight. Like I don't have an enchant here because sparking enchants and Gale Sight is like kind of rare, so just do a non-enchanted version. Don't waste your money 2-3 additional exalt. That can be just saved up to get interrogation. That'll be much better. So using interrogation gives you brittle, and brittle gives you Malin's fallacy, right? Using Malin's fallacy, you get like over 200 more multi, which is basically 7 link for your chest. Or you can use a decent ES Emerald or even Ash to start, but oh man, that's not budget at all, right? So Malin's fallacy is extremely budget, extremely fucking strong. Literally one of the best emeralds out there. I don't know why not many people using it, because using brittle you can easily cap your crit chest. Even if my crit chest right now is almost 13%, with full power charge it's like 35-36%, but with brittle it's like 100 quite easily, like assuming you have enough armor effects. Okay, incandescent heart, arguably it is the most expensive. Like I mean, in a budget character, usually the 6-link is going to be the most expensive, right? Yes, in this case it is. So cold development, 40-50 kills, maybe 60 kills sometimes. So you can buy gloves with this one of these eldritch implicit bases, right? Like maybe 20 kills, 15 kills, already rolled, the implicit's already done. All you have to do is just roll the other one yourself. Isn't too bad. And then just essence spam it and you get yourself a pretty decent gloves. An option upgrade for this is we call it that blight gloves. Breath steal, that's stronger. That one is more offensive, but this is more defensive. I'm saying. But that one is really strong for some items. Because there's blight spores. Alright, let's go to the belt. Just a normal crystal belt with a ton of ES, some rest and strength, or any attributes to compensate for the lack of dex or strength. You don't need intelligence. There's no way you need it. Right? So, yeah, compensating your attribute requirements isn't too bad. Wall walkers, mandatory, maybe 4-5 kills. A decently roll. This is a 10 kills, right? Right. Let's go passive tree. Obviously, hazardous research. You can just get silence. You don't need that penetration. It's just luxury. I got this early on for like 10 kills, I think. So, I mean, you can get one sword quite easily, right? Militant Faith. This is quite expensive. 80 kills, I think. 70 to 80 kills. Alright, for the clusters, you got, Large Cluster, Spirit Spark. Who cares? But we're aiming for is Essence Rush, Conjure War, and Practice Caster. The only one that you need, like in these areas, is Essence Rush, because it gives you ES Leech, and you don't have to get a heal. So you basically save a point, right? Or if you want to go for a more offensive one, go for Force Multiplier. It gives you 5% chance to do double damage. You can replace both of these. I'll tell you why I'm using that one later. For all of these medium clusters, I'm using Repeater and Shrimp 9. Aerodynamics and Shrimp 9 generally go for 80 kills to over an X. Honestly, it's kind of pricey, right? League style, you won't be able to afford it. It's kind of expensive. That's why we're using Repeater. Repeater is pretty strong. It's stronger than you think. It's more offensive than aerodynamic, but aerodynamic gives you projectile speed and PS, which is obviously much better, right? So And now I'm using it all for them, obviously, because it's cheap as fuck. Goes for like 15 to 20 kills early on. It's like literally budget. Using a purchase aim to substitute for lack of aerodynamics. Purchase aim is not a bad tool. It's pretty decent. You don't need this stuff, honestly. I just smacked it on for HPS. So. And I'm using a natural affinity for nature's patience. Patience. This is the perfect drill for simulacrums, where you stand there and just cast spark. This is very strong. It gives you grasping vines and basically gives you 20% chance to do double damage and 10% less damage taken. Nature's Patience is very powerful. I genuinely suggest you to abuse this early on. Like one of these to get higher elemental resistance due to the lack of all effect. Because you're using Covenant, right? And Prismatic Carapace, using this allows me to have 89, 89, 90, and through Anointing Prismatic Skin on Madeline's Fallacy, right? So yeah, you're probably gonna need one. Since I'm 89, 89, 90, 90 coming from this maximum resistance from Unnatural Calm. Using another one wouldn't be worth it just to get these two, right? So you just use one Prismatic Carapace and you'd be done, basically. And obviously watch aside, just get a 0-2 penetration. The Malevolence one, not needed, but quite tanky, so you can use it. Definitely quite a nice one, indeed. For the last class, I'm using Unspeakable Gifts for nice explosion. Compensate for some lack of speediness or whatever. I just use this for enjoyability. But if I were you, right, I'll probably be using a Force Multiplier to get 5% chance to do double damage. That's definitely strong. Another random jewel, double multi, and some strength. You can use another, unique jewel, anything that you fits. I'll suggest switching this out and this out once you get some extra gear and switching this out. For Forbidden Flesh, Forbidden Flame, and Impossible Escape, that anywhere that you need, right? Effective non-damage elements. I grabbed this for a lot of elements because your damage is low. Not particularly low, but you want your brittle to be as high as possible to maximize your critical chance. It's gonna be 100% if it's at 15 stacks, so you want to get it to as close as 15 stacks as possible. So that's it for carry. Nothing too special. Everything's kind of budget. Except this one. This one you can craft yourself. Do what you like with gloves. Gloves is highly optimizable, very diverse. You can do whatever you want. Okay, this is the Aurabot. So as you can see, it's pretty similar, right? Except you're going this way. We're using Militant Faith to substitute for the uncertainty that arises from harmless truths such as Glorious Vanity and Eggley Hubris. Why? Because number one, everyone is sniping them. Any Aurabot characters, those are almost every Aurabot player that kind of experience, so they will know how they snipe and know exactly which numbers they want. So you might have a lot of competitions in getting the ideal Elegant Hubris or Glorious Vanity that you want. So, and number two is not many people do Legion because not many people have Headhunters earlier, right? That's number two. And then you don't have that much specific numbers that you're trying to snipe for in the market. So what you can do is use a non-curse or effect Militant Faith, and then you can, if you want to go hard budget, you can put like a what do you call it? Unnatural Instinct here or here. Like honestly, it doesn't really matter. Seen people do it, but Unnatural Instinct is like 3-4x. Like I don't think honestly for that maybe 6-7% more or effect. It is OP, but if you can get yourself an Elegant Hubris or Glorious Vanity as soon as possible, that will obviously be better. So what is controversial right now? A little, not really, like kind of uncertain, but these large classes, obviously in the markets right now, the exact same ones are going for like 4 or 5 exalts, but hear me out. You can craft them quite easily. Buy level under 50 ones, usually buy them for like under 5 chaos to 10 chaos. Shield ones, and then just alteration spam and regale them. You get yourself a Veteran Defender, Prodigious Defense, or Strike Leader. You only need one of these two paired with Veteran Defender, and you get Veteran Defender here, and it's really strong. It gives you a lot of ES, highly beneficial for your Aurabot. So small clusters, obviously 25s, 25s, 25. These two are a little bit too good, but look, they only give you roughly how much ES, 400 ES. So they're strong, but they're not that strong. Just saying. But obviously, you're not gonna be having this good of small clusters. I apologize, but no, it is what it is. These are all like, all but had in storage, so just smacked on and just call it a day. So fuck it. This one, just a decent one. Just you need around 5 to 6 small clusters, and you can run every OR in the game except Anger and what else? What's the other one? I forgot. Fuck it now. Except Anger and Element, Creative Element. So yeah, that's basically the skill tree. Nothing too special. Let's go get FMO Edge. You can use Sign of the Sin Eater. That one's good damage, but you don't need it. FMO Edge is much more defensive and much better. Waka, obviously. This one's a little too strong. Physical damage taken as lightning damage. Don't need this. And this gray skill is just on there, so just fucking. Honestly, just buy a normal one. Just pretend this isn't here, okay? Just pretend this isn't it. This is tanky, but it isn't too much, okay? I'm just saying. Soul Hollow, what the hell am I saying? Any Hubris, bro, okay? Any Hubris, bro. With enchant and just spam essence with the mono efficiency, and you get yourself a decent early game helmet. I would prefer just using maybe Alpha's Hell if you really don't want to craft, or you just want to like use it easy. So Covenant, no shit. This is a 6-link one, but all you need is a 5-link, because all I'm doing is just putting 5 sockets in there. So because this was all that, like, this was the cheapest one on the market when I typed in 5-link, so I just bought the 6-link. Honestly, it's the same. So Shaper's Touch, A regens. Yes, this might be quite expensive early on. 30 kills day 3, day 4. Might even be like, no, this is not that expensive, okay? Shaper's Touch is one of the most common items that you can get from Shaper. And there's no way there's not an abundance of these fucking gloves out there, so you're not gonna struggle getting these, I'm just saying, okay? You're not gonna struggle. So these are definitely good. Use Alpha's Hell, okay? Instead of these rare helmets, if you don't have a +2 Shaper's Touch, okay? I don't know what I'm saying, okay? But March of the Legion, okay? +2. Not needed. All you need is a normal one. +5 is already strong enough. Yes. +2 is 50 kills, day 5, day 4, I think. So it's not too bad. Shin Juju with Champion of the Cause Anointment. It is what it is. This is the most normal item you can ever get. Shin Juju for very early on Aurabot, so just use Shin Juju. Or there's this new amulets, the one with the implicit auras, or like Sentinel's gonna be gone next week, so you won't have the aura effect one. So it is what it is. And these ones, life preservation efficiency. My Aurabot was using 1 Virinsec doing the simulacrum, so using Virinsec instead of 2 of these. So Side Device, Darkness and Storm with just any fucking eye jewels. Preferably get a reservation one, honestly. So the Ring of Spirit for blessing, or you can use Val Cloudy, also a good choice, but the Ring of Spirit is a lot more, how do I say it, like, not diverse. Yeah, you don't need like Val charges to use it, so you can use it anytime. I think it's more consistent, but Val Cloudy is also the same, like, honestly, doesn't matter. Coruscating Flask or Elixir, this is the only reason why this thing isn't working in the first place. Why using Covenant isn't working. So Overflowing Chalice, yes. For Coruscating Flask, no, all these are basically the same, and that's basically it. For skills, Vitality, and I just count how much auras I have. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 auras. Okay, 15 auras. That's a fuck lot of auras. This is only possible because you're using Covenant, and Covenant allows you to basically run 1, 2, 3, 4 auras on your health. So just think about how good the Covenant is. So yeah, Covenant is really nice. Very good for early on, but too bad. The limitation on it is that you can't get that much aura effect. I mean, you're missing the chest. Either you can use a Victorious Influence, 15% more aura effect, or you can use an elevated Valentinian's chest, 30% more fucking, all effect. You see how many upgrades you use. Like, I mean, that can be done if you're using CI. Too bad that cannot happen on a Covenant. So that's one of the limitations. That's links, right? Spark, Berko, Pinpoint, Inspiration, Awakened Cold Pen, or just normal Cold Pen, and added lightning damage support, and that's basically it. And Hex Touch, Hydrosphere, Unlimited Weakness, all this bullshit. And guess what? Seismic Trap, because it's fucking League Start, baby. That's basically it for the video. I think this is gonna be the last video of this league. I'm gonna be making more videos next league, obviously. Like I always do, I'll always supply you guys with as much content, like relevant content, okay? Like decent content like these. This video isn't for you to just copy. Oh, this is what a budget should look like. This is like more of a template for you to build on. So like you can see what a budget version looks like, using underrated uniques like Gale Sight, Malin's Fallacy to reach really high levels of DPS using very budget gear. And yeah, basically this is a very simple character, except it's just boosting Brittle like a lot of characters are doing. If you don't boost Brittle in the current patch and the current state of the game, you ain't playing the game right. I'm just saying, man. Like Gale's like Brittle is too strong. So yeah, that's basically it for this video. Hope you liked it. I guess if this is the last video, then I'll see you at the end of this league or when the new league gets announced with the patch notes and all that bullshit. So yeah, later guys, peace.